But they were so shocked that how could the Obidient, like this is the problem. They were like, how could the Obidient have so much influence in the country that APC, Egbekegbe, is in charge? A supposed lawless country. How? But that is how lawlessness work. Oh, get any. You know they spare anybody. If not tomorrow now you decide to go and use the same criminal police to grab anybody and all of that, sure you get they will do them without really following, sure you get. But the only shocker here they say they were now so surprised that how could any Obidient have the audacity to some of them who are living in the UK? Anything been in England? Now they try you are living among monsters, evil-minded, young and old people. Baba, they started this, like, this is between two people where they argue, suddenly it just turned to APC versus, Agbadorians versus Obidient. From there, it all they turned to Igbo versus Yoruba. Abba. I'll show you a few things, okay? So they sent the guy to jail, and eventually he became a celebrity that the Minister of Youth. Listen to this. This is the Youth Minister's press release. Baba, they released press statement too. Like, one power now. How can we not be able to do whatever we like? And he said, according to the report I received, Pastor Ukezie was taken in the presence of his elderly parents, wife, and children, who were understandably traumatized by the incident. Contrary to common standards, the station to which he was taken was not disclosed. Like the normal standard of Nigeria, where they kidnap you. And like this, but the Minister of Youth is like, how dare you take one of our... Because you know something? On social media, right? Wait, I'll come back to this. Man, show my face. On social media, right? These crumb eaters, they are like the bottom barrel of the Al-Qaeda People's Congress, APC. Here you get. They are there. They're like, like you see which nobody today counts them. All right. But most of the time, a lot of them always try to at least get the attention of those at the center so that they can give them something. That's why we call them the crumb eaters. Okay. Now, this guy, if the police says you have broken any law, when maybe you didn't, or let's say when the police says you have broken the law, that means you've broken the law. So for you to get out of it, the police have to say, no, you didn't break a law anymore, or the court says so, right? Abana, so that they throw me some. Which kind of thing be this? What is it that we are even going to be benefiting? Police go in this country. Ma, I show you few. You will listen to it, okay? So they can't go call. Okay, hang on. Go with that. Listen to the word of the minister. His family now knows his whereabouts and his well-being has been ascertained. He will be on his way home soon. That's the minister. He will be on his way home soon. While we continue to work to guarantee that no youth had to experience any form of maltreatment under our watch. That is no APC youth to be maltreated. That's what he meant, okay? Because the youths of Nigeria have been, like, you know the story now, So he said, I reiterate my assurance to our youth that we will continue to engage in a transparent, timely, and effective manner. And I urge obedience to law as we try to safeguard and protect the interests of Nigeria's young people, blah, 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 right? So then the last paragraph, I express my gratitude to my cabinet colleagues, Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, my sister, HMS Police Affairs, IGP of Police, and Police Force PRO. Remember what I said started it, oh. What started it has nothing to do with APC, PDP, Tinubu, or anything, no. It was just pretty much like somebody shared and said, oh, thank God we have been able to blah, 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 Kiniko Foundation. And this guy went there and said, because he knows that she's Peter Obi's supporter. So he went there and the guy went back and said, please, you need to put this down. Please, can you please delete this? This is no joke, okay? This is my business. This is what I do. And please don't say this. And he was like, no, I will never delete it. Is that not what all of you are doing? Everybody that comes to you have been going to jail. You are graduate like your Peter Obi. The guy was begging, but he didn't do that. He didn't, then the police got involved. But the higher authority, listen to this one. I'm still going to show you more, okay? So one of them, this one lives in London or lives in England. There are many, many of those who are driving. Let me tell you this, and this is why you are listening to this, okay? There are many, many of these Yoruba Ponus or Ronubas. Some people call them Ronubas. These are the Ronu Nazis, the Lagos Abobakus abroad, okay? They are Yorubas, but they are like, the horrible. When you are looking for the horrible part of a group of people, these are the worst of the worst. And that is why they continue to try to want to force this Tinubu druggie to the throat of Yorubas. And since the Yorubas won't take him per se, so they continue to try to gaslight and blackmail Yorubas by calling them Omoali for Tinubu. So these are the small group of people behind all the kind of propaganda, ethnic hatred, tribal divisions, and all these rhetorics. Some of them live in England, in the UK. And they believe they are invincible. And they also believe that, you know what I mean? Tinubu needed to actually really do more in breaking the Igbos. Like, it's always going to be like the Igbos versus Yorubas. These are the champion of it. They are not even living in Nigeria. They are living in the UK. In the UK, where we all kind of have our complaints against racism, majority of them, they are British citizens. They carry British passports. They have all the right that every British person has in this country, okay, for carrying that blue passport, British passport. Every right that every person who is white person in this country has, they have the same right. They can vote and be voted for. They can do everything, right? But right there in that same England, they are sending divisive, hateful rhetoric, and these are the characters you can say they were taken out of Nigeria, but nobody really took the bigotry out of them. One of them even bragged this way. I'll show you, then I'll take you back to when they were lamenting, complaining, we can do anything we want. We are the ones in power. Listen.
Are we not in the same Nigeria? This girl, I'm telling you and I'm assuring you, this girl is going to get what is coming to her. And I hope this is being recorded. And please, sue me to court. Petition a court. You are going to understand that in this country, there is power and there is power.
That guy lives in the UK. He's not in Nigeria. But these are the ethnic, tribal, jingoists. They live far away from that place. Okay? Anyway, it don't turn to APC versus Obidient because they felt abandoned. How could their own police be arresting them? And you broke the law, and so it is called, and then we now said they should release him. Nobody wants to release him. So that's where the power is. Like they were calling them to release him, and the police said, no, we are not, until we hear from the girl. And they're like, call the girl now. And the guy was like, no, he has to call us. You know what I mean? They started attacking this guy, the commandant of the Jagaban army, your pastor. They started harassing him. And so the guy vexed. When it comes to when you are in trouble, you will be calling me and calling me. But when it comes to appointments, when it comes to Kiniko, you will all be there and you'll be supporting others. Right? So then call themselves to a meeting. In that meeting, now there the real Gwege was where they started wailing. Should be all of una know say whatever they want to do to you, make them do unto you because you know support them, Abi. And they said you will cry for 8 years, Abi. Baba, that last 48 hours over traumatic. To the point that they are calling their powerful guys in government to retaliate. We have to retaliate. We have to arrest that girl too and lock her up. That's the only way. All these things that all of you are doing, you abandoned us. All of us have been attacked. We have been abused. We have been criticized. Everywhere where we go, online, everywhere. Now, police is arresting us because we are fighting back. You must arrest the girl too. Everything to propoye, right? Let's go listen to where they are lamenting to Commandant of Jagaban Army. I have a copy. I'll show you. Or I'll play them for you.
Yeah, you have some points. There are a lot of things that happen in the party. I'm a party member, foundational party member. When you came to Anambra last month, I think we met briefly. But I want to remind you one of the things that Senator Hope said. In that meeting in Anambra, he said that the government does not own the party. Rather, the party owns the government. Yes, it is true. But in reality, it's not the way it is. The only place I fault you today, my leader, I'll call you my leader because I'm a youth in the party. For Anambra, it's where you said that the party cannot do anything about the detention of Pastor Okezie. And I
never said
apologize for that. Okay.
No, I never said anything like that.
Someone was saying you said something like that in that regard. In one space
I
I was
never
coming
said
from,
that.
and I got mad.
I never said that.
Okay. I take that back since you said it.
I said efforts have been made. Even I have made effort. I've raised it to the NWC, and we're doing the best that we can.
Okay.
All I had said earlier is that we need to structure and strengthen the party so that things like this will never happen again.
Okay. You have
the ruling party.
You have a great point about that, about structuring the party. When you speak, some people that are not in the party system will not understand your grievances and where you are coming from. I know what you are saying, because a lot of things, the party has been annihilated from a lot of things in the present day government, and I must say it without holding back. But that's not the case now. Yesterday, Citizen Olu, I was called because Dada posted something now that really got me angry. I was called, I was sent a DM by Babalola, I think around 2, 3 thereabout. That, Ugo, do you know anybody in Abia State that pastor has been arrested? And I gave him my WhatsApp number. I said, come to WhatsApp. Let's discuss on WhatsApp. Let's not do DM. And he came and told me on WhatsApp. And I called 2 people in Abia State. The first person I called said he was going to go. Initially declined because he said it was raining. Then I called the second person, who coincidentally is even an Obidient, but he has respect for me. Left everything he was doing. Even that yesterday, I had some pressing family issues. And I told the guy, please go to World Bank police station. That a friend of mine has been arrested. When you get there, because Babalola told me what the guy gave instructions. That when he gets there, he should just confirm if pastor was there. And tell them that he is from the state police PPRO. Then they will take it up from there. The guy told me where he's staying is far from World Bank. And again, that there are 2 police stations in World Bank area. One is inside, one is on the express. And I begged him, I said, please, go to the 2 of them. Because he wanted to only go to one. And he got the first one he went to. He went to the counter. He told them, I'm from the police PPRO, state police PPRO. He wants to confirm if so and so person is here. And they said, yes, he's there. And he said, okay. This was around, I think, 4:30 to 5. And I called Babalola and I said, he's been confirmed that this person is there. And he said, okay, let him call Ken and call the police PPRO, that they will call the guy back. The police PPRO did not call the guy there. The guy was waiting for hours, waiting for the police PPRO state to call him so they can hand over the phone to whoever is in charge of the arrest. That call didn't come. I was begging the guy, please stay put there. Please stay put there. The guy called me after 6 and said, people are leaving, the police people are leaving this place. So that at least the police PPRO should know better that this guy might sleep here. I said, please just hold on.
So the lamentation, the wailing is that they needed somebody to command. They were not interested in why he's arrested. They are not interested in what is the situation of the investigation, anything at all. They are not interested. They were just trying to copy state PPRO, Babalola this, the national PRO, police hierarchy. They were calling those ones, they have their numbers. Hello, they have arrested one of us, so call them to release him. You know what I mean? I called this, I called that. Nobody could just tell them to release him. Just let him go. He's APC. It doesn't matter why he was arrested. We know why. This is APC versus Obidient. But somebody did notice that that guy said, the only person that could help them go and verify where he is locked up is an Obidient who has respect for him. But that same guy talking, only is an Igbo person from Abia himself. APC. You see, sometimes ago I had to make an explanation and a lot of people had to agree that, okay. You know, when I'm calling out the Buharidins, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Dijatus, then I'll go to the Buhari Shukus, the Ungozi Aris, the Uneka Aris, and all the Shukus, all the Ungozis, all the Unekas, they want to tell me they are not Nekahari. I said, but there are Nekahari in Igbo land. There are Buhari Shukus there. There are, you know what I mean now? They are there. APC Egbekegbe has 2 states in eastern Nigeria. Make of that whatever you think you can. They are just, Papa, I don't want any explanation. So I did my research and they are like something you can agree. So a lot of people agreed. You see that one guy? These are people that are going to justify the killings of their fellow brothers and sisters by the Nigerian authority and call them IPOB, ESN. They will justify it. You know why? Because Biafra is a threat to people like Onyi. They will kill their brothers and sisters. They are telling their fellow people outside Igbo land that they are endangered. And I have not seen one single APC supporter that got attacked in any part of eastern Nigeria. Or like any reported attack on anybody, they will say, oh, you're APC. There is nothing like, if you go to Igbo land, for those who are doing APC, that people actually know them, nobody is attacking anybody. Like there's nothing. But outside Igbo land, the Abobakus, as well as Alimajiri Oshogbos, Agbadorians, Bele lecturers, Mumu lecturers, and the rest of them, these sadistic, ethno-religious, beaters, they will make you think, oh, you are endangered in eastern Nigeria. Meanwhile, being an Obidient or Obi supporter is a risk. That we have seen evidence of people attacked, people bled, people caught, people killed. We have all the evidence. You know all of this. But they sometimes would rather want you to have the imaginary, dangerous eastern Nigeria, but a very comfortable, conducive Sharia north. If you are not smart enough to know that yet, well, maybe I can't help you. Nwokike, Emmanuel, my brother, thank you very much for that, your super chats. Like I told you, it was a wailing from the wailers. Tears from the criers, the Abobakus. They are lamenting what equal rights on bad governance truly mean. You know, say bad governance, like we told you, right, is a stray bullet. Going straight to stray is a bullet that misses its target. But it has to hit something. It will always hit something. All right? In the country of injustice, if there's anything at all that Nigeria has failed on so many things. But when it comes to democratization of Shege, now everybody go collect. So the wailing continues.
Better that this guy might sleep here. I said, please just hold on. If the woman does not call you, you call the woman, send her a WhatsApp message, which he did. No call was placed through to the guy. I now said, okay, can you go and find out who arrested the guy, the IPO? He went. That was when he now got the name that it was the Jumbo squad from Zone 9 that arrested Pastor. And they said that the signal came from Abuja. I said, okay, please, we don't know any person, any family member of Pastor. We don't have their phone numbers. Kindly beg the woman at the counter, even if it means, just talk to her, that you need to see Pastor. If they cannot allow you to see Pastor, beg the woman to tell Pastor to give you Pastor's wife's number so that we can reach out to the wife, which she did. This was around after 7 to 8. And he sent the number to me. I sent it to Babalola. Now, for Segun Dada to come on Twitter now and say that they spent the better days of yesterday and this morning trying to locate the station where Pastor Okeze was, is highly wrong. Because after 4 to 5 yesterday, his location was known and was communicated to Babalola, who communicated to Kemkem. And I feel that they must have known his location. We were trying to do this thing low-key yesterday. It wouldn't have come on Twitter. If those people they were supposed to move, moved. If the calls that were supposed to be made were called. If they made those calls yesterday, this shame, because it is a slap on progressive and a slap on this government. And it's paining me as an APC member from the Southeast that have followed Buhari since CPC, left CPC, came to APC. I lost a party member in my ward, Nnewi Ward 1, Otulo Ward 1. 2 years ago, he was shot. They were doing what meeting in Nnewi. He was shot because he was an APC member. His wife is still catering for three kids alone.
Thank you very much,
And now you
Lotana.
come on Twitter.
Sorry, Lotana. Thank you so very much for this. When I said earlier that we were solving this low-key, you see, this is a slap on our face. It's a slap on the party in government's face. I personally had held people away from bringing it to Twitter since yesterday. What a lot of people do not know is that sometime last week, less than a week ago, I had a surgery. When this thing happened, I called Babalola immediately and I said, I am not feeling too well. Kindly help me follow up on this case. And myself, Babalola, I didn't even know it was Lotana that Babalola was tracking up with. And we have been on this matter since yesterday with the hope that we will not spill this to the general public, because it's an embarrassment to progressives, it's an embarrassment to Nigeria, it's an embarrassment to what we all stand for. So when I said we had been dealing with it low-key, there was a very strong reason why we were doing that. As a matter of fact, I had said to some of the people who first brought it on Twitter that they should not put it out yet, that I was doing everything I could, There was a limit to what I could do. And that was why I told Babalola, please help me continue. So Babalola was the one who was following up. Dr. Falala was sending money. I was sending money, just so that we will not embarrass ourselves like this. But unfortunately, maybe it's better that it came to Twitter like this so that there's an outrage. I am embarrassed that the government that I support has to deal with a thing like this. As at the whole PPRO thing, I was the one that when he got back to Abia, I linked him up with her and I told her everything, and she was giving him protective custody. As a matter of fact, policemen were going to his place of work and house to assure him every time. And there were things he was supposed to do if they came to arrest him at any time. We had that confidence, only for us to hear it was from the headquarters. So it's not everything some of us do that we bring to Twitter, because I think that some of these things can be dealt with without making any noise about it. And the real essence of power is not to be seen, but to be felt. And I just want to say thank you and God bless you, Lotana, because I didn't even know it was you Babalola was linking up with.
Alhamdulillah. 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 Alhamdulillah.
Ṣẹ́yìn ń gbọ́ ẹranko yẹn ó láwọn progressives. In our lifetime, APC, ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́, Tinubu and the